Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. In today's video, I know it looks like Fireball Lalo, that's going to be actually the next video, but we're going to be learning how to use the Flame Flinger. And I actually feel really bad sometimes because a lot of players, we just kind of attack and we don't really explain the Flame Flinger at all. And then there's some players that haven't really used it much that kind of get left out of the loop. So the key thing with the Flame Flinger, first things first, it's going to turn into a little bit of a quiz. I know, I'm sorry, we're going to be treating you like it's a math class right now. I want you to pause the video and let me know where would you put your Flame Flinger, what do you have to look out for, and what are the key defenses that could hurt your Flame Flinger. Let me know, and we're going to kind of have a little bit of a discussion in the comment section, and it's really going to help you out. So I think that's enough time. I'll start explaining here. There's three key defenses you got to watch out for that outrange your Flame Flinger. That's the monolith. So anything that has a range of 11 tiles or more. So number one, the monolith. And then number two are ground expos, which also have a crazy range, which is 14 tiles, way over your Flame Flinger. And then the last one, let's see if you got it, is the mortar, which also is. The 4 to 11 means like the 4 is just like the dead zone. The mortar has those 4 tiles, and the 11 is where it can reach. So those are the three key defenses you have to look out for. So on a base like this, you got 2 mortars by the Townhall, got some decent coverage. You got a mortar down here, and then a mortar up top here. So you got this kind of flank covered, especially with the ground expos. And then you got ground expos over here and a ground expo down here, which is also covering a crazy range. So you're probably like, okay, Aki, I have no clue. Where do I put it? Well, a couple places you could actually. You could put it right here at this wizard tower and kind of out of range, because yes, there obviously is the enemy king that you have to watch out for. And then you can direct it to go down here and then have a tank for this expo. So say if you're using the Rocket Loon Fireball army, this is the one, are the key armies that I really use it for. You can take and distract that with, say, your Warden, right? So your Warden's in range of that, and then you could take this mortar out with Rocket Loons. So now you've distracted A, this expo that's targeting it, and B, this mortar. So either you could put a Flame Flinger down here at this wizard tower out of range, behind your Warden or really close to it, and then your Warden, once it clears this expo or just even draws aggro from it, your Flame Flinger is free, and the next thing that can target it is either this expo, this monolith that's way deeper, or this mortar. But remember, we took that mortar out with Rocket Loons. Those are the little things you're looking out for, and we can even do a little bit of a sample. Like, look, this is what I mean. So we're going to tank for this expo, but we're going to take out this mortar right away. So I'm going to use 3 balloons just to be safe. One more is probably fine. And then I'm going to get my Warden in here, get the healers in, test the loon, and then we're going to get our hand on the Flame Flinger. I'm just going to test and see if there's any traps that come up, and then Flame Flinger should be good to go. And then look, that Barb King's worrying you. Look what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some Super Barbs in here, take it out, get 2 Headhunters to make sure that Barb King goes down, and then look, your Flame Flinger is going to have free reign. These are the little things you're looking to do. I even added a wizard just in case to make sure that king really goes down. And now at this point, you can just see, put some archers down just to test if there's any Teslas nearby. And now look, your Warden's going to be on his own. You can get a rage spell, and obviously I'm not going to turn this into an actual attack, but it's just something to keep an eye on. Now your Flame Flinger is cool. It's going to be doing its thing. It's got nothing to worry about. You just got to look at your Warden. Flame Flinger, you can test for Teslas, but you have already done that. And look at this, we're in single target range. So honestly, we probably could just continue this attack and have some fun. We could put some minions down here. Look at this. We're going to freeze to save our Warden. That was way too close. We're going to rage it back up, and watch this. We're going to start setting up our fireball. We're going to go like this. Once the ricochet cannon's down, I can make these go invis. It's going to target those next buildings. Launch this. Get the earthquake spell off. This is what I mean. Look at that Flame Flinger. It's going to keep working. So I'm not going to finish the attack. I just wanted to start it off. But look how long we've kept that Flame Flinger up. And it's going to keep moving up until it gets to this Inferno Tower. And honestly, even for that, you can change things up. You could send your Royal Champion in there to snipe it. But at this point, it's got the value I want. So I don't really have to continue. But I'm going to load up one more base. And we're going to do the same kind of thing. And just really break it down to show you how a Flame Flinger works and how you can set up its value. Okay, here's the next base. And I want you to do the same thing. Pause. Where can we find the value? How do we set it up? Okay, that's enough time for you guys can zoom out, and then you can repause and just join up with the video, obviously. But I really want you to get into that habit. Look at this. There's an expo right here, so you got to worry about that. Mortar over here. Expo's got some pretty good coverage, but you can choose a section of the base. So for me, I want to say enter at 6 o'clock. We can distract this expo. Say if I'm using Rocket Loons, you can do this with any type of army. You use your queen, for example, if you're doing a queen charge. And then, look, we got 2 mortars out here. Easy snipes. We can do 2 balloons on each. Then this one that's over here, you probably could watch out for as well if you want your Flame Flinger to go that way. But seeing there's not much expo coverage over here, unless when we're tanked for this expo, we only have to worry about that back one. We can do that later with our King Queen. So I'm actually going to show you this with the attack. So watch. We're going to take care of this mortar. We're going to put one balloon, and I think one balloon just might do the deal. We'll see if we need an extra one. We'll put an extra one. Yeah, and I think we probably should have. That was my bad. Okay, and then we're going to get in our Warden. We're going to put a test balloon, going to get these healers on, and look, now that it's done, we're going to get in a Flame Flinger right away. We're going to do some Barbarians to test out here, and then for this mortar as well, I'm going to put 3 balloons to make sure it goes down. At this point, it's a game of keeping your Warden alive, obviously, and then this Flame Flinger is free to have complete rain now. We've dealt with 3 mortars. The next nearest expo is up top there, and look, there's a great way to deal with that too. So we're going to get a Rage in for our Warden. And then obviously keep an eye out on everything. I'm going to send in a Headhunter under Rage. Look how easy we're going to deal with that. No problems whatsoever. We're going to get some minions in for cleanup just to teach a little bit about the army as well. Why not? And then we're going to come into range of the Ricochet Cannon. Once that Ricochet Cannon goes down, we can start setting up our Fireball. So I'm going to get in a Rage again probably right now. And then I'm going to set up my invisibilities to make sure we land this in the core. One more shot. Perfect. Fireball goes down. Look at that. We're going to take it to CC out. And look, my Flame Flinger is still continuing to work. I'm keeping an eye out on my Warden as well, just to keep him alive. If we need, we could send an invisibility tower, but I don't really think we need one. And then for this back section, I don't know what my printer's doing, acting super weird, but we're going to go Ice Golem, King, Queen. The reason I did that, it's away from my Warden, but then look, it's also tanking for the Flame Flinger to make sure that Expo doesn't lock on. I'm going to set our funnel for our King and Queen to see if they can get the job done, and then I can use my Royal Champion at the top side or wherever I see fit. So I'm going to get a couple minions here, 3 balloons for that Wizard Tower. Look at that, Flame Flinger still working, King, Queen doing their thing. I'm going to let the King start hammering away. The poor Flame Flinger kind of did everything we needed. I've got an invisibility spell that I could use on the Warden if I need be, but he's honestly not facing too much damage. I'm going to let the King do his thing, and watch this. We're going to use the Royal Champion over here, use her ability, get an Earthquake spell down, damage all these buildings, and see how much value she can get. And look, the King is being sniped out by my Warden. Queen still up. I'm going to pop the King ability soon to just get the rest of the base opened up. And look, we haven't even started with our Lalo, and we pretty much smashed the base. That's how a Flame Flinger should be done. And look, it lasted the whole base, like the whole attack. That's crazy. And look how many spells we still have left over. Now I can just Earthquake here, get in a Hound, all these balloons. Literally, we got 1,000 spells, get a haste spell in, and look at this, it's destroyed. That's how important and how good a Flame Flinger really can be. Now at this point, I'm just getting in troops. Doesn't really matter what I do, but I kind of wanted to just show this as how well this army can work, but how important a Flame Flinger is and its usage to an attack. I didn't even need the Lalo there, just because of how well my Flame Flinger did. And I just set it up so nicely. So my Warden helped tank for it. And then for the next targeting, because remember, we took out 3 mortars. We took out an Expo. Not even taken out, we drew aggro to our Warden. And then for the next one, when it was going to get range, we put our King and Queen down over there. But again, I really do hope this helped. Let me know if it did. And if you want to see some more of these kind of style of videos, let me know. The next one I'm targeting is how to break down a base and just like base ID. I don't really know how you'd want me to do that. The one thought I had was maybe doing like a complete war, go like one to the top 10 bases and just break them all down and see like what armies could work. Let me know if you'd like to see that, and let me know if this helped. If you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to drop them in the comment section, but I'll see you guys in the next upload. Peace out.